Om Shanti. So in today's session, we are going to look at the references, okay, from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita on rebirth. Okay, those who are visiting for the first time, if you have not gone to Raj Yoga Part 1, please do so, because these slokas are supporting the teachings, okay, provided in Raj Yoga Part 1. Okay. Explanation of these slokas are given in there. Okay, the first level, the basic level one. Okay, in Raj Yoga Part 2, you will understand it in detail. Okay, from God. So all the 700 slokas. Okay, we are keeping track which slokas we are covering. Okay, in each topic. That way, we make sure that we cover all 700 slokas. Okay. It's in process, so it might take time before all the slokas are available to you. Okay. So if you're not subscribed, you may subscribe the channel if you would like. Okay. So rebirth. Okay. It's very direct. Okay. These are the direct slokas we have taken. There is nothing indirect. We are focusing on the bold letters in the black font, which explains the meaning of the Sanskrit word on the left. Okay. If you want to have better clarity of the explanation in the parentheses, you you might want to go through Raj Yoga Part 2 as well. Okay, in this verse, chapter 2, slok 22, it basically says that human being, okay, leaves this body and takes new body. It has given an example of clothes. Okay, as human being leaves the old clothes and takes on another new clothes, similarly, soul leaves the old bodies and take on the other new bodies. Okay, very straightforward. Another direct reference is chapter 2, slok 27. Okay, it clearly says in here, Jatasihi dhruvo mrityu, dhruvam janma mritasya cha. Okay, the earlier sloka, we are not really focusing on reciting here, right? Because the purpose of this study is to understand first, okay? But vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grihnati nadoparani tatha sharirani vihaya jirna anyani sanyati navani dehi, okay? So even if you look at the words, see on the left side, whatever the words are given, it has meaning on the right side, okay? It will make sense to you, okay? Very easily. Okay, so in chapter 2, slok 27, Jatyasya hi dhruvam mrityu, dhruvam janma mrityasya cha, which basically says, right, whoever dies will be born again. Okay, soul cannot die. It's, in here we're talking about the body, right? We already looked at the difference between body and soul. Okay, in the earlier recording, right, when we were talking about the nature and characteristics of the soul. Okay. So in this, it's very easy for us to see, right, that, how the teachings of God also supports the fact that we take rebirth. And this one, chapter 15, slok 8, okay, it basically says that what does soul take? Okay, that when soul leaves one body to another body, it carries the sanskars. Okay, just like air, the fragrance from the flowers carries. Okay, similarly, okay, soul also takes the sanskars from the previous birth. Okay, with it, and that's why we know that every child the newborn baby, right, you will see something different about them, like the way they behave pretty much. Okay, they didn't receive the teachings, but the way they behave. Okay, and this will help you also understand law of karma a little better. Okay, give you answers to many questions like, okay, why the little baby was born with disease, why I am suffering, I didn't do anything wrong to anyone. Okay, despite doing so many good things, okay, still, why am I not regarded, respected? Okay, why am I not receiving success? All those questions that you may have. Answer lies in, first of all, believing rebirth and understanding the law of karma. Okay, of course, and as well as solution. Okay, which you will receive in Raj Yoga part 2 when you go through the study. Okay, next slok is chapter 2, slok 13. Dehi nosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara. Okay, tatha dehantar prapti dhira sastra namuhyati. So basically, it says that soul within the body, we know, right, that you can look at the status of your mind as you were a child. Okay, stage of the mind as you were as you were a child versus as you have grown up and became adult, right? And some of you might be at the old age. Look at how your mind was, right? We know that we were so peaceful and happy, and as we grew, we became more peaceless. Okay, that's why it has said in here that soul also goes through the stages like childhood, adolescence, old age, right? In this body, right, satora jotamo, right, from pure to impure, powerful to weak, right? In the same way, we attain other bodies, right? Clearly has said in here, okay, dehantar praptihi, okay, the Sanskrit word itself, it means it takes another body. Okay, so it is said the patient don't have attachment to that. Okay, now why do we take rebirth? Okay, there are direct sloks here. We are in the next recording, we are going to show you, okay, the Sattva Jotamo Gunas, which is indicated here in this verse. Okay, in this verse, it has said soul is bound, okay, by three gunas when it takes a body. Okay, it says the soul enjoys the three qualities born from nature, present in nature. Attachment or affection towards quality is the reason behind this having birth in the true and untrue species. Okay, you might receive, okay, which very healthy body, right, or unhealthy body. It doesn't mean that you go into animal body. You don't take rebirth. Okay, as an animal. It's very important to understand. It is explained in Raj Yoga part 1. Okay, study. So untrue species doesn't mean animals. It basically means we take another human being, but another human body. Okay, but not in a good condition. Okay, we take a weak or diseased body. All right. Another verse, chapter 14, slok 5, okay, which clearly says, okay, sattva, rajo, or tamo, and tamo guna, all these three qualities, okay, that have originated, okay, from nature, bind the imperishable soul to the body properly. Okay, so once we are bound in the body, we create karmic account, right, with the body. To settle those karmic accounts, we have to take another body, right? Until we settle all the karmic accounts, we keep taking rebirths. Okay, so I hope it's clear. Okay, in the next recording, we are going to talk about Satora Jotamo. Okay, and which we have explained in the Raj Yoga part 1. Okay, best wishes for your study. Om Shanti.